Welcome to Alpharetta High School's annual Honors Night celebration, virtual style. I am Dr. Shannon Kersey, proud principal of Alpharetta High School, and I am so pleased that you all could join us for this digital version of our annual event. As is the case each year, we have much to celebrate in Raider Nation across our school community. From the hundreds of students inducted into our many academic honor societies to the numerous awards and recognitions our school has received this year. In all areas, we continue to work toward fulfilling our mission statement. This mission, developed over the course of 2 years with input from parents, students, teachers, and community members, forms the foundation for our work here at Alpharetta High School. It is our set of guiding principles, the goals to which we aspire, and the standards to which we hold ourselves. At Alpharetta High School, we believe that education creates opportunity. As a learning community, we seek to inspire intellectual curiosity and stimulate personal creativity by setting high expectations and developing engaging environments to promote a culture of continuous learning where hard work is a contributor to success. We respect the diverse perspectives, beliefs, and backgrounds of others and strive to build a foundation of self-governing integrity that recognizes each of our unique contributions to both our local and the global community. This mission also enshrines our values, both cultural and aspirational, that helps us to develop our sense of priority. Because we are reflective practitioners devoted to the craft of education, we value a passion for what we teach, a commitment to whom we teach, and a desire for collaborating and improving how we teach. As a community, we aspire to find balance in where we devote our time, to pursue a unity of shared purpose that guides our decisions, and to support one another and our learning community by bringing our best selves to every opportunity. As our school community looks at these values and aspirations, we have distilled our mission and vision into a single motto: creating opportunities for excellence in academics, athletics, arts, and altruism. The students and staff recognized tonight are examples of Alpharetta High School's commitment to the mission, our commitment to excellence. Whether through intellectual curiosity and personal creativity, or through high expectations, continuous learning, and hard work, these students also reflect our aspirational value of bringing their very best selves to every opportunity. I want each individual being recognized tonight to know that I am proud of you, of what you have accomplished, and I look forward to seeing you again, and I look forward to seeing your more successes in the future. So, to begin our night, please welcome Mr. Frank Fortunato, International Baccalaureate Coordinator and TAG Department Chair, to represent the Junior Book Awards Committee.
First, I'd like to thank Ms. Eileen Horton and Ms. Deanna Velasquez for their work helping to organize this process, the Junior Book Awards Committee for their participation in selecting the students, and the many teachers who nominated students for recognition. On behalf of the AHS Junior Book Awards Committee, we are excited to recognize as Book Award recipients those juniors who excel in the criteria determined by the participating colleges, universities, and school departments. A committee at the local high school uses these criteria to determine the honored students from those nominated by our many teachers. The participating organizations provide the books to the high schools so that they can be presented to the winners. Tonight, many of our esteemed faculty will represent our participating post-secondary institutions in recognizing their respective honorees. On behalf of Kendra McGill and the AHS Fine Arts Department, I'm pleased to present a new book award for this year, the Alpharetta High School Book Award for Excellence in Visual Arts. This award goes to a visual arts student in his or her junior year who demonstrates dedication to the visual arts, works hard in the pursuit of artistry, and displays artistic talent in his or her work. This is a student who is chosen by the visual arts faculty and is recognized for exceeding expectations and displays a true love of art. This year's recipient is Arushi Mittal. February 2018, Alpharetta High School became an international baccalaureate world school authorized to offer the diploma program, with our first cohort commencing their studies in August 2018. Through a unique curriculum with high academic standards, IB champions critical thinking and a flexibility for learning by crossing disciplinary, cultural, and national boundaries. The Alpharetta High School IB Scholar Award is sponsored by Alpharetta High School's diploma program teachers and staff and is awarded to a current diploma program candidate in his or her junior year of high school who embodies the 10 characteristics of the IB learner profile: inquiry, knowledge, thinking, communication, principles, open-mindedness, caring, risk-taking, balance, and reflection. It is my pleasure to recognize Nicolas Young as this year's recipient of the Alpharetta High School IB Scholar Book Award.
Good evening. I'm Sharolyn Ketchup, a member of the AHS administrative team, and I will be presenting our next book award sponsored by Brown University. The program was started by the Brown Alumni Association in 1960, with 100 books being awarded, and continues to grow through the generosity of Brown alumni who sponsor individual awards. It is awarded to a student who exhibits excellent verbal and written communication skills. This year's recipient is Lena Fultz.
My name is Derek Wright, and I'm an English teacher and the department chair at Alpharetta High School. Our next book award is sponsored by Columbia University. Columbia asks that Alpharetta High School chooses a student in his or her junior year who is at the top of his or her class academically, who demonstrates a commitment to an endeavor beyond the classroom. It can be sports, a worthy cause, student government, theater, etc. The student should have taken a role of responsibility within this cause. This year's recipient is Nicholas Sherman. The George Washington Book Award recognizes high school juniors who embodies the George Washington drive and spirit, specifically with their academic excellence, leadership outside of the classroom, diversity of thought, and ability to put knowledge into action. This year's recipient is Megan Ng.
I'm Penni Johnson, biology teacher and department chair of science. Georgia Tech is a place where ideas converge and leaders emerge, where technologies and solutions are created today to solve the problems of tomorrow, and where all contributors are welcome and all contributions are valued. The Institute's longstanding excellence in engineering has been the cornerstone of its reputation. Rich with tradition, Georgia Tech recognizes an outstanding high school junior with the George P. Birtle Book Award. This honor is bestowed on a student whose academic scholarship and leadership is in congruence with Tech's motto, progress and service. This year's recipient is Olivia Halphen.
The Harvard Prize Book Award program was established by Harvard alumni in 1910 as part of an effort to attract the attention of talented young students to the opportunities at the college. The recipient of the Harvard University Book Award should be the most outstanding member of the junior class as measured by excellence in academics, character, and achievement in non-academic areas. The winners of this award, through their intelligence and variety of achievement, exemplify Harvard's commitment to excellence. This year's recipient is Avya Manchanda. The Jared Rashford Talented and Gifted Department Book Award is presented to a talented and gifted student who exemplifies the skills central to the TAG model: advanced research skills, creative problem solving, higher order thinking, and advanced communication skills. The award is named in honor of the school's first TAG department chair, Dr. Jared Rashford, because of his commitment to critical thinking and intellectual curiosity. It's our hope that the recipient will continue to demonstrate these valuable traits in the university setting and beyond. This year's book contains a selection of quotes from my personal favorite existentialist philosopher, Soren Kierkegaard, who presented this thesis: great geniuses couldn't really read a book. While they are reading, they will always develop themselves more than understand the author. It's our sincerest hope that this year's recipient will continue in this spirit to develop himself and not just understand the authors whom he reads. This year's recipient of the Jared Rashford Talented and Gifted Department Book Award is Brannon Kersey.
The Johns Hopkins Book Award, established by the Johns Hopkins University Alumni Association to recognize outstanding high school students during their junior year. This year's recipient for this school is a junior who the school's faculty considers to be an exceptional young man intellectually, academically, and morally. Founded in 1876 by Mr. John Hopkins in Baltimore, the university began with the express intention of revolutionizing American university education. Within several years, it had successfully established in this country the archetypal model of the modern research university. Boasting 36 Nobel Prize winners, Johns Hopkins has been, from its beginning, a world leader in teaching, research, and innovation at the undergraduate, graduate, and postgraduate levels. However, it is not merely to advance scholarship that Mr. Hopkins founded his university. As the university's first president remarked at its founding, the object of the university is to develop character, to make men. It misses its aim if it produces learned pedants or simple artisans or cunning sophists or pretentious practitioners. Its purport is not so much to impart knowledge to the pupils as whet the appetite, exhibit methods, develop powers, strengthen judgment, and invigorate the intellectual and moral forces. It should prepare for the service of society a class of students who will be wise, thoughtful, progressive guides in whatever department of work or thought they may engage. In this spirit, and on behalf of Johns Hopkins University and the Johns Hopkins Alumni Association Atlanta chapter, I am very pleased to present the Johns Hopkins Book Award this year to Dylan Nanji.
To present our next award, Alpharetta High School is pleased to welcome back an esteemed retired faculty member and original Alpharetta Raider, the Emeritus Department Chair of Social Studies, Mr. Mike Nance.
Good evening. My name is Michael Nance. I'm a former charter member of the faculty at Alpharetta High School and former Social Studies Department Chair. I'm very happy to be here tonight to present a book award that is in my name. The award is presented by the Alpharetta High School Social Studies Department. It's named for myself and for students who have a passion for history and who exemplify the kind of enthusiasm that I have for student learning. I'm very pleased tonight to recognize Alec Bessonny as the recipient of the Michael Nance Book Award for the study of history.
Good evening. I'm Mike Womack, English teacher and co-sponsor of the book club here at Alpharetta High School, Cover to Cover. The Michael L. Prince Book Award is awarded by the Media Center at Alpharetta High School to the junior who exemplifies the qualities of a lifelong learner. This student also maintains high academic standards and exhibits positive character in and out of the classroom. The Prince Book Award winner will be presented with the current Prince Award-winning book. This award is presented yearly to the best book written for young adults. This year's AHS recipient is Kareena Sharma.
Good evening. My name is Tom Hatcher, teacher and department chair of Career and Technical Education. The Phi Beta Kappa Society was founded at the College of William and Mary in 1776. It's the nation's oldest and most widely known academic honor society. For over 240 years, the society has embraced the principles of freedom, of inquiry, and liberty of thought and expressions. Phi Beta Kappa celebrates and advocates excellence in the liberal arts and sciences. The Metropolitan Atlanta Alumni Association of Phi Beta Kappa Book Award is presented to the junior who best exemplifies the ideals of Phi Beta Kappa. Will the members of Phi Beta Kappa among the faculty and guests please stand and join me in recognizing the 2018 recipient of the Phi Beta Kappa Book Award, Samir Duggasani.
The Rebecca Perkins and Laura Marcy English Department Book Award is sponsored by Alpharetta High School English Department and named for two previous department chairs who are highly influential within the English department. This award is given to juniors who excel in reading, writing, and critical thinking. This year's recipient of the award goes to Victoria Lee.
Our next award is the Dr. Shannon N. Kersey Model Student Book Award. This award, sponsored by the Alpharetta High School administrative team, began in 2016 and recognizes an AHS junior who demonstrates the characteristics of motivation, optimism, dedication, enthusiasm, and loyalty in his or her leadership within rigorous classes, as well as the AHS community. This year's Model Student Book Award recipient is Darshan Nair.
Hello, I'm Whitney Decaminada, testing coordinator and member of the Alpharetta High School administrative team. Founded in 1871, Smith College opened in 1875 with 14 students. Today, Smith is among the largest women's colleges in the United States, with students from 48 states and 68 countries. An independent, non-denominational college, Smith remains strongly committed to the education of women at the undergraduate level, but admits both men and women as graduate students. Smith has changed much since its founding, but throughout its history there have been certain enduring constants: an uncompromising defense of academic and intellectual freedom, an attention to the relation between college education and the larger public issues of world order and human dignity, and a concern for the rights and privileges of women. The Smith College Book Award is presented to a young woman with outstanding personal and academic achievements. This year's recipient of the Smith College Book Award is Dalma Arteaga Rosales.
The University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill is nationally recognized for its innovative teaching, campus-wide spirit of inquiry, and its dedication to public service, and continues the legacy that it began in 1795 when the university first opened its doors to students. At Chapel Hill, students develop a voice for critical thought and the courage to guide change. They connect to the future they've already shaped. The University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill Book Award goes to Emma Moore.
Hello, I'm Dottie Davis, mathematics teacher and sponsor for Mu Alpha Theta, the Math National Honor Society. Well, the Wellesley College Book Award honors young women of character who've been top scholars in high school and have demonstrated notable talent, leadership, and/or commitment in extracurricular activities. The nominee should be chosen for her intelligence, determination, motivation, and achievement. In addition to having an exceptional academic record, she should also be distinguished for making a significant contribution to her school and/or her community. Service is a highly regarded hallmark at Wellesley. The nominee will be courted by the college if she meets or exceeds Wellesley's admissions qualifications. This year's recipient is Nia Washington. The criteria used to determine the recipient of the Yale University Book Award was volunteerism in the school or community, exemplary work ethic, and demonstration of leadership in and out of the classroom. A rising senior who demonstrates exceptional intellectual ability, academic motivation and accomplishments, and strong leadership skills outside of the classroom. This year's recipient is Brian Sean.
Congratulations again to our Book Award winners. We'll now continue our awards night by acknowledging our Governor's Honors Program students.
As Governor's Honors Program Coordinator for Alpharetta High School, it is my pleasure to announce the 2019-20 Georgia Governor's Honors Program students. The Georgia Governor's Honors Program is a 6-week summer instructional program designed to provide intellectually challenging and enriching educational opportunities. Finalists were selected through teacher nominations, outstanding applications, and statewide interviews that began last August and concluded this February. Out of the thousands of students who participated in the local and state level interviews, Alpharetta High School had 6 students who were selected as state finalists for the 2020 Summer GHP Institute. While this summer's GHP experience will not be proceeding in the same way it has during years past, we are extremely proud of our finalists and how they have represented Alpharetta High School with poise and dedication. This year's finalists for GHP are Varsha Jacob, State Finalist Mathematics; Aditya Singh, State Finalist Mathematics; Aaron Choi, State Finalist Music; Yushas Kamarlu. State finalist, music. Saksham Purby. State finalist, science. Elizabeth Lindahl. State finalist, theater. The AP program offers several AP Scholar Awards to recognize high school students who have demonstrated college-level academic achievement through AP courses and exams. This year, we are pleased to recognize the following students as National AP Scholars for achieving an average score of at least 4 on all AP exams taken and scores of 4 or higher on 8 or more of these exams. Jackson Eisenberg, National AP Scholar. Shreya Ravichandran, National AP Scholar. Abhay Sastry, National AP Scholar. Ananya Seth, National AP Scholar. Ayush Umrani, National AP Scholar. Kunal Vora, National AP Scholar.
It is my pleasure to announce the 2019-2020 National Merit Scholarship Awards. The National Merit Scholarship Corporation recognizes high school students whose PSAT scores are exceptional. Based on their exceptional PSAT score, rigorous course load, and extracurricular involvement, students may advance in the National Merit Competition and become finalists. It is from the finalist pool that winners of merit scholarships are chosen. Alpharetta High School is very pleased to announce our 2019-2020 National Merit finalists. Palin Bardwaj, Suchetis Bokil, Olivia Colburn, Madara Gangle, Nikhil Jaganathan, Priya Joshi, Dara Karacha, Varun Kasabatla, Harika Kosaraju, Vivia Lung, Zachary Plimpton, Abhay Sastry, Casey Z, and Kevin Zhao. Congratulations to all of these accomplished students.
Each year, Alpharetta High School students are awarded millions of dollars in scholarships from many different institutions of higher learning. As a school community, we remain committed to champion our students' ambitions for their undergraduate opportunities and celebrate with them as they are recognized and rewarded for their hard work and academic accomplishments by the many colleges and universities to which they have applied. Tonight, we are recognizing only a few of the many that have and will be offered to our students. Ayush Umrani, the James E. Casey Scholarship. Eman Sayani, the Ream Manufacturing Company Scholarship. And Dara Korecha, the National Merit University of Florida Scholarship.
Our next award categories are sponsored by various community organizations and departments at Alpharetta High School and represent a breadth of student excellence in the areas of academics and altruism.
The Samuel T. Wright Scholarship is for an Alpharetta High School student who plans on going into a vocational school or straight into the trade. Samuel Wright graduated high school 6 months early at 17 and went straight into working in the automotive field. Working hard in this field and getting additional professional development, he worked his way through Regal Nissan to become a master technician. After working for Regal for years, he opened the Wright Import Service Center, in which he has become a part of the community. He embodies the Alpharetta motto of hard work, integrity, citizenship, and dedication. The recipient of the Samuel T. Wright Scholarship is Victoria Granderson.
My name is Penni Johnson, Department Chair for Science, and I will be presenting the Bausch & Lomb Honorary Science Award. Every year since 1933, Bausch & Lomb honors outstanding high school science students with the Bausch & Lomb Honorary Science Award. This award is given to a junior who has taken rigorous courses in sciences, has achieved academic excellence in science, and scored exceptionally well on the PSAT Math, SAT Math, and/or ACT Math Science. This year's recipient of the Bausch & Lomb Honorary Science Award is Harika Kosaraju. Our next award recognizes students for achievement at the Georgia Science and Engineering Fair. Please join me in recognizing the following students for their excellence in the study and pursuit of science. For first place in the area of chemical energy, Varun Kazabatla and Nikhil Jaganathan. First place in the area of mathematics, Varsha Jacob. For second place in the area of robotics and intelligent machines, Saksham Purbi, Akhil Thurumala, Sarith Palamareddy. And for third place in the area of earth and environmental sciences, Nisha Jaganathan and Ashley Liu.
With over 500,000 active members, National Beta Club is the largest independent nonprofit educational youth organization in America. For more than 80 years, it has prepared today's students to be tomorrow's leaders. Beta's mission is to promote the ideals of academic achievement, character, service, and leadership among elementary and secondary school students. Selection of National Beta Scholarship winners is based on a number of factors, with an emphasis on academic excellence, demonstrated leadership, commendable character, school and community service, as well as participation in National Beta Club events. I am pleased to announce that Sophia Abedi is a Phase 1 scholarship recipient from National Beta Club. For more than 90 years, Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute, in conjunction with high schools around the world, has awarded the Rensselaer Medal. The medal was first presented in 1916 with two purposes: to recognize the superlative academic achievement of young men and women, and to motivate students towards careers in science, engineering, and technology. This medal is awarded to promising juniors ranking in the top 10% of their class who have distinguished themselves in mathematics and science. This year's nominee for the Rensselaer Award for Math and Science is Neel Sarkar.
My name is Sunny Wright. I'm the instructional support teacher for Alpharetta High School. The Raider 180 Award is presented to a student from the class of 2020 who has demonstrated a transformation over the course of the last 4 years in both academics and citizenship. This recipient has developed his character significantly, and it has improved his performance as recognized by his teachers and peers. We are very proud to present this year's award to Jason Castro. Congratulations. The Yes I Can Award is presented to an Alpharetta High School student who embraces and exhibits a personal philosophy of Yes I Can. The award recognizes a student's achievements both inside and outside of the classroom, and it's a student who really embodies being a rich Raider. This year's award goes to Alex Eberle. Congratulations, Alex.
I'm Andrew Bolin, teacher and co-sponsor of Student Council, and I will be presenting the Frederick Douglass and Susan B. Anthony Award. The Frederick Douglass and Susan B. Anthony Award honors a junior who has demonstrated a commitment to understanding and addressing difficult social issues, shows leadership and dedication to community action, and maintains strong grades and rigorous courses in the humanities and social sciences. This year's recipient of the Frederick Douglass and Susan B. Anthony Award is Emma Moore.
The Xerox Award for Innovation and Information Technology Award is presented to a junior with strong interest in innovation or information technology. This student also shows a high level of achievement in the area, as well as seeking exposure to new technologies outside of school, whether through experience in serious work opportunities, local laboratories, or industries. This student also must lead other students to new and innovative approaches to old problems. Alpharetta High School's recipient for the Xerox Award for Innovation and Information Technology is Sananth Kamanth.
The George Eastman Young Leaders Award is given to a student who has strong leadership experience at school and in the community, has high grades and challenging courses, and extensive involvement in extracurricular activities. This year's recipient of the George Eastman Young Leaders Award is Rohit Jivangikar.
Boys State is a leadership action program where qualified male high school rising seniors take part in practical government courses. The delegates have the opportunity to learn the political process by organizing a mythical 51st state. AHS is proud to honor our nominee for Boys State this year, Robert Wells.
The Prudential Spirit of Community Awards program is the United States' largest youth recognition program based exclusively on volunteer community service. Created in 1995 by Prudential and the National Association of Secondary School Principals, the program honors middle level and high school level students for outstanding service to others at the local, state, and national level. Alpharetta High School congratulates Malathie Rathnabandara for this recognition.
As part of our honors night, we are proud to celebrate many of our students who were recently recognized by Savannah College of Art and Design for their creative excellence in art and writing. Yun Sol Chu, Ashley Liu, Arushi Middle, Jamie Wang, Rachel Shu, and Raiah Evans. Raiah is a Gold Key recipient and will go on to compete nationally.
The Alpharetta High School Foundation and the PTSA offer scholarship awards to outstanding high school seniors who participated in and demonstrated exceptional leadership in all of the following 4 areas: academics, arts, athletics, and altruism. This year, the scholarships were administered through the PTSA and funded through a generous donation from the Alpharetta High School Foundation. With so many talented, high-achieving students at Alpharetta High School, the decision of the scholarship committee was extremely difficult. Tonight, we're honored to recognize these well-deserving students who completed a rigorous application and interview process and ultimately were selected as our 2020 scholarship winners. Catherine Warden, Sophia Abedi, Audrey Uphughes, Ella Terrell, Harika Kosaraju, Madeline Mazer, Mackenzie Mazer. As part of our tradition, we ask each student to nominate a teacher who's had an impact on their journey through high school. Mary Beth Seibold, Andrew Bolin, Tracy Meisner, Brandy Ramsey, Mike Womack, Kaylee Slosher, Patrick Allen. The students have prepared their own segments to honor these influential teachers.
Ms. Seibold is the teacher that has inspired and influenced me the most during my time at Alpharetta. From the first day of my freshman year to the last day of my senior year, Ms. Seibold has pushed me to grow, both inside and outside of the classroom. Whether making a point to say hello in the hallway or making sure her door was always open, she has offered an abundance of support and encouragement to her students and has impacted me more than she will ever know. I will always remember sitting down with Ms. Seibold my freshman year to go over my Law of Life essay. The compassion and investment she showed not only towards my writing, but also my story and my life outside the classroom was unparalleled. Since then, she's continued to support me and encourage me as a teacher, mentor, and club sponsor. She's inspired me to share my story, express myself, and build connections through writing, conversations, and involvement. The extent of genuine care and investment Ms. Seibold has for her students and the way she truly pours her heart and soul into what she does is rare to come across and is something that I will always carry with me. Thank you, Ms. Seibold.
The teacher I feel who has inspired and influenced me most at Alpharetta High School has been Mr. Bolin. I have known Mr. Bolin since my freshman year at Alpharetta High School and when he became our student council co-advisor. I have had the honor of having Mr. Bolin as my peer leadership teacher for 2 years and as my student council advisor for 3 years now. Mr. Bolin has really inspired me to go after my dreams and to pursue my passions. He has always inspired me because of his enthusiasm to lead and his eagerness to learn. Mr. Bolin has always provided such an amazing support system to all of his students. I am very fortunate to have been able to work with him this year as student body president. Mr. Bolin has always had such a positive attitude, and I really appreciate how he takes the time to listen to all of his students and supports our ideas.
A person in my life that has impacted my time at Alpharetta High School has been my audiovisual technology teacher, Mr. Meisner. Beginning in his Level 1 class my sophomore year, he constantly encouraged me to learn as much about video as possible. That following year, I joined the morning show, where I was incredibly nervous to see if I was as talented or as creative as the other students. Despite it only being my second year in his program, he pushed me to become the producer of a bi-weekly show. Although my final moments in Mr. Meisner's program were cut short, he has taught me so much about believing in myself and that I can achieve anything that I put my mind to. I will always remember him as the teacher who genuinely believes in each and every one of his students, and is one who made my time at Alpharetta so incredibly special.
Dr. Brendan Ramsey, although she might not know it, had the biggest impact on me during my 4 years at Alpharetta. She is one of the most resilient and hardworking people I've ever met and has taught me invaluable life lessons. The most important lesson she taught me was that nothing in life is going to be handed to you. You must work hard for everything that you want because your work ethic and determination have a direct correlation to your success. Dr. Ramsey taught me that making mistakes and failing is a part of life. Failure is essential to one's own story. Whether or not you want to dust yourself off and try again is up to you. I want to thank Dr. Ramsey for being the incredible woman she is and for caring about student success, not only in academics, but in life.
Mr. Womack is a rare type of teacher in that he genuinely cares about his students and their endeavors, both in and out of school. He has an amazing positive energy and a unique way of making class both entertaining and interesting. He's passionate about teaching in a way that inspires me to be passionate about what I want to do. He's always there to listen and is as much a teacher to his students as he is a friend. He will always tell us, don't forget to be awesome. And I'll remember that along with all the lessons he taught and encouragement he gave and continues to give for the rest of my life.
Miss Kaylee and I share a passion for working with the ID students at our school. She teaches a class of sophomores and juniors, and I've had the pleasure of peer facilitating for her 2 periods each day. I met Miss Kaylee my freshman year, but she impacted my life most starting junior year. I got to watch her lead and teach when she took over as the teacher sponsor of the Unified Raiders Club. The incredible amount of patience and love that she had for the students of the ID department was what inspired me most. Throughout the past couple of years, she has allowed me to take on new tasks that help me explore my interests and grow in my knowledge of working with students with disabilities. Because of Miss Kaylee, I have become a better student, friend, and leader. I have enjoyed every second spent with Miss Kaylee and all the memories I will bring with me as I enter my next season of life.
Mr. Allen was my 10th grade literature teacher. Before his class, I was not a fan of any language arts class. I did not feel that I was a good writer, and I never did well in that class compared to my math and science classes. The first paper we had written, I turned it in and stayed up all night to try and perfect it. A week after turning it in, my parents got an email from Mr. Allen. He had written to them to tell them how good my essay was and how impressed he was with my work. It was the first time that I had ever been praised for one of my writings. Mr. Allen continued to encourage me and push me in my writing. I used what he taught me in my AP Lang class junior year and even in my AP Lit class this year. He was the best teacher, and he inspired me as a coach. Mr. Allen was my cross-country coach this year. He was the best motivator. He gave the best inspirational speeches before races and pushed us at practice to do our best. I injured myself early in the season, so my season was cut short. It was hard having to sit out and watch, but Mr. Allen made it better. He continued to encourage me through my recovery, and he helped me to focus on a new goal of recovering for the spring lacrosse season. He even checked in with me after the season ended. Mr. Allen was an amazing teacher and coach and has helped me become more confident in myself and my abilities.
Alpharetta High School is excited to recognize our first class of graduating seniors who have completed all the requirements for the International Baccalaureate Diploma Program. This includes successfully completing academic courses of study in areas of literature, language acquisition, history, science, mathematics, the arts, and the theory of knowledge. They've also completed higher-level academic research to write extended essays and 18 months of creativity, activity, and service experiences. In 2018, these now graduating seniors began their IB journeys, and it has been an honor to watch them grow as students and as people in both their knowledge and self-confidence. The path to being recognized as an IB diploma program graduate requires considerable motivation, discipline, and sacrifice, and these students, Alpharetta High School's IB originals, have completed their work with excellence. They leave a tremendous legacy as our first graduating class of IB diploma program graduates. So please join me in recognizing Mariana Diaz, Abigail Eberhard, James Klecker, Campbell Morin, and Kiana Nelson.
In 1956, the Georgia Chamber of Commerce launched a program to recognize the students in each high school in the state who had the highest score on the SAT. 2 years later, in 1958, the Chamber altered the recognition program to include the teacher who had the greatest influence on the student's academic career. The name given to this recognition effort was Student Teacher Achievement Recognition, or STAR Award. Since the award's inception, more than 22,000 STAR students and STAR teachers have been recognized for their academic and professional accomplishments. Please join me in congratulating our STAR student, Varun Kasabatla, and his choice for STAR teacher, Mr. Allen.
The Professional Employee of the Year represents the key members of the school staff who make so much happen, usually with far less notice than classroom personnel. These are the folks who I would describe as making the school run, and are the staff whose presence often goes unseen, but whose absence would never go unnoticed. When choosing a Professional Employee of the Year, we are asked to consider the following criteria. An employee who contributes to the continuous improvement of student learning and the school environment through demonstration of the professional standards, demonstrates knowledge in their areas of specialty and the ability to effectively use resources, creates a culture of respect and caring, leads professional activities at the school, district, or state and national level, has built a record of superior performance as evidenced by performance data, honors, awards, or other kinds of recognition, values professional development as evidenced through participation in and leadership of workshops, in-service trainings, or conferences, displays exemplary interpersonal communication skills, and participates in peer coaching or mentoring activities. As can be surmised from this list, it is never an easy decision, and yet one employee this year stood above all others, Mr. Robert Bennett. As we honor and recognize Mr. Bennett as the AHS Professional Employee of the Year, I would like to read an excerpt from his nomination, written by another staff member here at Alpharetta High School. Mr. Bennett is essential to the safety and security, but he is more than just a campus security associate. He is a man of integrity who holds all students to the highest expectations of behavior while at the same time building relationships and rapport with them, even as he enforces discipline. He is a calming influence who can de-escalate situations with ease and is always quick to respond to whatever situation arises. Whether directing traffic outside or being visible at the front doors, he has been a first impression for many who come to AHS and has, time after time, left a lasting positive first impression. AHS is very fortunate to have someone of his dedication, patience, and wisdom helping to ensure that our campus stays safe for students, staff, and visitors. So on behalf of the Alpharetta High School administration, faculty, and staff, we are truly honored to work with you, Mr. Bennett, and I'm personally grateful for all your service to AHS. Congratulations on being our Professional Employee of the Year. Each year, Fulton County asks schools to nominate a teacher to represent their school as the Teacher of the Year. This recognition is a lengthy process that culminates in 2 days of observations and interviews. As coordinator of Alpharetta High School's Teacher of the Year selection process, I lead a small committee of parents, teachers, professionals, and students to select one teacher to be recognized as our top teacher. As you can doubtless imagine, this is a very daunting process and a very challenging task, particularly at a school like Alpharetta where we have so many teachers of excellence. To start, I would like to recognize all of our Teacher of the Year finalists, Mr. Andrew Bolin, Ms. Dottie Davis, Ms. Kathy Hubbard, and Ms. Penni Johnson. And looking at this group and the various departments and teams represented by them, I'm reminded of this quote by the late Steve Jobs. I found that when you get enough A players together, when you go through the incredible work to find these A players, they really like working with each other. At Alpharetta High School, we are fortunate to have many A-player caliber teachers in our building, so much so that it's easy to forget what an exceptional place this school truly is. For us, it's just Thursday, and what our teachers and staff do feels to them is just what we're supposed to do. But these teachers here represent some of the highest excellence that Alpharetta High School offers to our students, teachers who create opportunities for excellence for their students each and every day. Teachers who do not just teach, but authentically model the attitudes that we hope our students will go forward living: respect and integrity, citizenship and hard work, practices of inquiry, knowledge, thinking and communication, of being principled and open-minded and caring, unafraid of risk, but balanced and reflective as well. So thank you, all of you, for what you do here at Alpharetta High School. Now I would like to publicly recognize this year's Alpharetta High School Teacher of the Year recipient, Mr. Derek Wright, English teacher and Department Chair of English. I've known Mr. Wright since he was a student teacher at Alpharetta High School and count myself fortunate to have worked with him in a number of different roles, from our time together as English teachers, in administrative roles, as collaborators and colleagues. I can say from my own experience that Derek Wright is a true master of his craft and that I am a better educator from having worked with him. One of my fondest professional memories is sitting with him in the lobby of the Atlanta World Conference Center in November 2014 between breakout sessions at the Georgia Ed Tech Conference, where we reflected on a very powerful session and began to redream several aspects of our classrooms right there. It's a conversation that continued on for another day and a half at the convention center and on several MARTA rides to and from the convention. And while both of us are a few years older, and hopefully considerably wiser, Mr. Wright is no less enthusiastic, passionate, and idealistic today in his pursuit of excellence for his students. To further illustrate Mr. Wright, for those who do not know him, I would like to read the words from several of his current colleagues. When I think of teachers I strive to be like, I think of Derek. He is generous in his sharing of knowledge. He sacrifices constantly for his department, is super supportive of the students academically and with co-curricular activities, and generates camaraderie for the whole school. His passion for education is obvious through his leadership, his support of students, and his innovative teaching strategies and methods. His department members respect him because he listens to us, makes sure that his needs reflect our needs, and he is always striving to take on more so that we have less to worry about. Derek encourages his students to take risks and is excited to try new teaching strategies and lessons. He keeps his student ideas, interests, and passions at the forefront of the assignments he creates, and is never afraid to return to the drawing board every summer as he continues to not only revise previous year's lessons and ideas, but also create new and unique lessons for different preps. Derek does not only strive to make AHS amazing for the students in his classes by dressing up in character and planning creative lessons, he also wants the staff to love it here. He is continually thinking of ways to increase school spirit and morale so everyone enjoys Alpharetta High School as much as he does. On behalf of the Alpharetta High School administration, teachers, and staff, we congratulate Mr. Wright on being the 2020 Alpharetta High School Teacher of the Year.
And now for our two top academic awards for this evening. Alpharetta High School is pleased to announce Varun Kasabala as our 2020 salutatorian. Congratulations, Varun, on this amazing accomplishment. You are such a hardworking, determined, and diligent young man with so many talents. A musician, athlete, and scholar, you have led our cross-country team as captain, you play multiple musical instruments, and you serve in many clubs and give back to our AHS community regularly, all the while very successfully completing 11 honors courses and 12 AP or dual enrollment courses. You are truly deserving of this high honor, and I thank you for all you have given to our Alpharetta High School community. Best of luck to you at Brown University. I know you will go on to do amazing things with your life. Please join me in congratulating the valedictorian for the class of 2020, Nikhil Jaganathan. Nikhil, congratulations on this top honor. You are receiving the top honor from the #1 high school in Fulton County Schools, according to the U.S. News and World Reports. You are receiving this top honor due to your hard work, motivation, and passion for learning. You have shown your leadership through the FBLA and the marching band, among other activities, evidence of your talent in many areas. You have served the school and community through a variety of clubs, always prioritizing giving back to others, all the while successfully taking 10 honors level courses and 12 AP or dual enrollment courses. You are a well-rounded young man that represents Alpharetta High School and the class of 2020 with excellence. I'm so proud of you. Best of luck to you at Augusta University. I would be remiss if I did not acknowledge the special bond of friendship between our salutatorian and valedictorian. Varun and Nikhil have been friends since they were young boys and have pushed each other and supported each other for many years and remain the best of friends to this day. Congratulations to you both, and may your friendship carry you both forward as you move on in your lives. Thank you for joining us for our 16th annual Honors Night, and congratulations to all of our honorees. We wish you all nothing but the very best as you go out from AHS to take this spirit of excellence into your colleges and professions, among your families and friends, and to the world, where you will make an amazing difference.